Welcome to Morrison Madness.
Yes. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's
Well, you always
probably
say
the
that
only thing keeping us from arguing about something right now. God only knows what. She's been trying to pick a fight with me all day. No, we don't argue.
I did not pick a fight with you.
You've been trying
today.
to all day long.
No, I have not.
We're trying to figure out what we're going to talk about tonight. She just all day. What are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? And then she's trying to pick out clothes, and I said, "It doesn't matter what you wear." Well, I need to pick out something that's going to go with what we're going to talk about tonight.
That's
I said, "I don't know. I'm thinking about it."
Stuff.
And then she said, "Well, I'll just stand here naked until you decide."
Not
You're
half
trying
naked.
to pick a fight with me.
Half
half
naked.
naked. I'm sorry. My mistake. Half naked. All night long. Trying to pick a fight.
I was dressed other than a shirt. So we're going to talk about wardrobe.
Right. So what about wardrobe do you want to talk about? Which avenue do you want to go down?
Oh, there's so many.
Okay, but not Avenue Q.
Okay.
Any avenue but that one.
But Avenue Q is so good. I think we should start with the fact of how many Star Wars shirts do you own?
Not enough.
I know, right?
There's always room for another Star Wars shirt in my closet.
Hint, hint for anybody that wants to start sending us gifts.
Yeah.
extra large, extra large for Don.
Just extra large.
Just an extra large works. Okay.
In fact, I will get rid of shirts to make room for a Star
Yes, you do.
Wars shirt.
All the time. Yes.
So, concert shirts, Star Wars shirts. That's pretty much. And I have a few other ones, but that's the bulk of them.
The other shirts that you have, though, are things that were basically given to you for one reason
I mean, I've
or
got
another.
some Star Wars shirts.
We know you have Star Wars shirts.
Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers shirts.
Well, yeah,
Sorry.
but that's a specific, you wear those for the game kind of thing. But I'm thinking like the Hobie shirt or things that way. We did something and you got a shirt for it. And then you usually end up using those for like your work shirts around the house. And so they get worn out pretty quick. Sleeves get cut off of them.
Not my Hobie shirts. Because I had all the kids sign my Hobie shirts. I never cut the sleeves
that's
off
true.
those.
Yeah.
So.
No, but like when we did the 10,000 hour show for the high school.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Places that I've worked before.
Yeah.
When I worked for King Louis, I've got some King Louis shirts. And...
Yeah. Pet Degree shirts from your company that you had.
Yep.
Yeah. We have to get Star Entertainment shirts.
You make it sound like all I ever wear. We do have Star Entertainment shirts.
We have a couple. We decided.
We have a dozen of them.
But they all say security on the back, don't they?
No, only half of them.
Really?
Really?
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Huh. You're holding out on me.
You make it sound like all I wear are T-shirts, though. I mean,
right.
I have polos.
Yeah.
And then I have dress shirts. I mean, I have suits.
Yes.
Because sometimes we have to wear that for weddings and stuff.
Yes.
So.
But for your general everyday shirt, unless you have to dress up for a specific job, the shirts that you're going to wear are Star Wars shirts.
Generally. I don't see a problem with that. They go with everything.
I'm not saying there's a problem. I'm saying that people have commented about how many Star Wars shirts that you own.
So
they always want to know the number, and I didn't know if you knew the number.
I completely forgot to tell you this yesterday.
Oh no.
So I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, right?
Okay.
And
this is yesterday from when we're recording, not when this is being published. Just FYI, for those of you that are listening, this might be published a ways out.
So when I'm done, I go up, and I already have all the paperwork, and so she's just trying to schedule me.
Right.
And she wanted to schedule me on Tuesday, and I said, that Tuesday doesn't really work for me. Does he have any other days in clinic? And she said, well, he does, but, it'd be out at Iowa River Landing. And I said, that's fine with me. I don't have a problem going out to IRL. And she said, okay, well, he's got an opening on May 4th. I said, Star Wars Day, book it. And the other two girls behind the desk that were helping other people, right at the doctor's office, they were like, what is Star Wars Day?
Oh,
and
sadness.
Both me and the girl turn and look at him and go, may the 4th be with you. And they had absolutely no idea.
Oh, we need to start educating people.
Apparently.
On May 4th. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, if this airs when we're planning on it airing, that would be tomorrow. Because this should actually air on May 3rd. So then tomorrow, if this actually airs when it's supposed to.
No, because May 4th was like on a Thursday.
don't think so.
Pretty sure.
Well, we'll find out.
You could be right. Maybe it was supposed to be on May 4th, but I didn't want it to be on Tuesday.
Right. So you were going to book it on May 4th, and then it got switched to another day. Because I think when I just looked, we were talking about that it would be May 3rd that this episode would publish. And that would be... I can look if you want me to look.
No, it's fine. It's not that big a deal.
But anyway, so
yes,
upcoming
I have
soon,
a lot of...
it's going to be the first Monday in May. So upcoming soon, if it's not tomorrow, then sometime this week would be May the 4th be with you.
I have a lot of Star Wars shirts. To the point where when I don't wear one to one of our gigs before the virus, people would comment, "Are all your Star Wars shirts in the laundry?"
Yes.
You know what? I like other shows.
Yeah, but the other T-shirts that you have are also about usually a show.
But I only have like one of those. Like I have one from Stargate. I have
Right.
one from Supernatural.
Right. Or you have ones that combine.
Yeah, I have
shows.
a couple that combine.
Because you have one that has Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter all together.
And I have one that's Star Wars and Monty Python.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Anytime you can combine two great things together,
Yes.
like the Star Wars and David Bowie one.
Right.
Yeah.
I do not have as many Star Wars shirts. I
No.
do have Star Wars shirts, and I have Harry Potter shirts and things like that. But a lot of mine are tied with music. So, like, I have a Star Wars shirt with the Death Star on it that says all about that base.
Right. Well, and you've gotten some of my Star Wars shirts.
Yes.
Because I'll buy Star Wars shirts thinking that they're pre-washed, and they're not. And then I wash them.
And they shrink
And then
a
they
little.
shrink, and then they don't fit me. So you got my Darth Vader DJ one.
I did. Yes.
That was a pretty cool one.
Yes. But most of my Star Wars shirts tend to be tied with music.
Well, you have a wider variety of types of shirts. So you have
do.
a whole section in your closet that is all solid color, semi-dress, nothing on them.
Correct.
Shirts for
That are solid color, dark solid
Right.
color. Yeah.
for when you interpret.
Yeah.
And then you've got stuff that's tied to school, and then you've got stuff for fancier events for school, and then you've got
Right.
your different level of dress shirts for when we're doing events.
Right.
And then you have all your fun shirts, like you said, the All About That Bass, or the Firefly
Right.
one that says Fight Like a Girl.
Right. And then I've got a Harry Potter that has the lyrics to...
Don't Stop Believing.
Thank you. Could not think of the name of the song for some reason. But yeah, only they change it to just a wizard girl.
Just a muggle girl living in a wizard world.
There you go. That's what it is.
It's all right.
I don't see the
Stick
shirt.
with me, I'll learn you stuff.
I don't see the shirt while I'm wearing it.
I'm pretty sure I bought you the shirt. That's how I knew what it
Most
said.
of my shirts like that are ones that you have bought me.
Most of your wardrobe is stuff that I...
Oh yeah, let's talk about that, shall we? So when we first started dating, what did you do?
Wasn't when we first started dating.
Almost.
I waited quite a while. I bit my tongue for a long time.
A couple weeks?
No, it was a long time.
Huh.
It was several months.
I don't feel like it was.
It was.
I don't feel like it was.
And then we had to have a conversation about the clothes in your closet.
Yeah, you didn't the clothes
When
in
did
my
we start
closet.
dating? What year was it?
2009?
Yeah. And when the 80s and 90s are calling and they want their wardrobe back, it's time for a change.
Those clothes still fit and they weren't worn out, so I still wore them.
Your jackets all had shoulder pads in them.
Not all of them, but
Yes,
a lot of them did.
All of them did.
A lot of them
And you
did.
tried cutting some of them out. I was like, no.
I did.
So we got rid of a bunch of your clothes.
We did.
And then we kind of have a plan now where, if not every year, every other year, we go through our closets
We try every year. Sometimes we try every 6 months if we can, but that's really hard with our schedules.
and we don't just throw stuff away. We either donate stuff
Right.
or we'll, try and sell stuff on eBay or Marketplace
Right.
or whatever. But for every 2 things that we get rid of, we can get 1 new thing.
Right.
And that keeps us from having too many clothes, which we already have.
Although sometimes we still just order things because we find things like the shirts, like the Star Wars shirts.
Yes.
And we don't automatically throw 2 things out when we
No.
get that. So when we actually go through the closet and get rid of things that are out of date or out of style or don't fit, then yes, for every 2 that we throw out, we can get 1 thing.
You say throw out, get rid of.
Well, yes, get rid
Rehome.
of. Rehome. Sell, donate,
Right.
gift. Something along those lines. Yes.
But it was, when we went through your closet that first time, it was, I mean, you had a walk-in closet all to yourself, and it was completely full of clothes.
2 walk-in closets to myself.
Yeah, and
they were all full.
Yeah, and we did that one. I mean, the pile of clothes was...
It covered the queen-size bed.
And you were like, what am I going to wear? So then what do?
We went shopping, and I spent a lot of money.
And who picked out all your clothes?
You did.
And how many compliments did you get on your clothes?
Quite a few. It's actually funny. People don't believe me when we're out at shows, and they'll be like, that is such a cute outfit. And I'm like, thanks, my husband picked it out. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, no, really, you don't understand. Like, I don't pick out my own clothes. Most of the time, I don't even pick out what I'm wearing for the day. My husband picks it all out. And they don't believe me.
I know I have a deep voice, and I have that blocky head, right? So people are, and apparently I have resting bitch face, and I'm kind of intimidating.
You do. You do have RBF.
And I drink whiskey, so I'm a manly man, right? So people don't realize that I'm kind of a metrosexual, and I keep up on fashion. I pay attention to that kind of stuff. You're never going to see me wearing a pair of Yeezys. I don't care how fashionable they are.
Brown belt and black shoes. That'll just make you cringe.
Oh, I'll get sick to my stomach. There's some things you don't wear together.
And there are often times that I come out and I'm like, okay, brown or black with this, because I need to wear brown or black shoes and a belt, and I don't know which one would go better with the colors that they are. And you have to tell me if I need to wear black or brown. My favorite is,
so in your eyes you have cones and rods, right, and they help you see and differentiate between colors.
The rods help with light, cones help with color.
Right, but the light can affect the color.
True.
And so having more of both of those things
yes,
helps you differentiate between different shades of color.
Yes.
And I have more cones and rods in my eyes than most people do.
Yes.
So I can really differentiate between very subtle shades of color.
Yes.
And my kids, especially my boys, Grace didn't care
at
all if her socks matched, if anything matched, but especially her socks. She would specifically unmatch all of her socks.
Yeah, it wasn't until middle school that she actually cared whether or not anything went together.
But the boys would have dress socks.
Yes.
And dress socks come in a pack. You get 2 black ones, 2 navy ones, and then 2 brown ones. And they would come out with 1 navy and 1 black. And I'd be like, those socks don't match. Yes, they do. They're both black. And I'm like,
no,
they are so not. And I would have to take them in and hold them up to something blue so that they could see that they didn't match. And it used to drive them nuts.
Yep.
What does it matter? Nobody's going to see them anyway. If people are looking at my feet, there's something wrong with them. Like, dude, for your own mental well-being, your socks should match. That's all I'm saying. Or they should completely unmatch.
Right.
But to be that close,
right,
that just looks like you failed.
Right.
Trying to get dressed.
I had a student staff member one time running around without shoes on, which we sometimes did in the Honor Center when I worked there. And I feel like it was in the summer, so nobody's really around. Nobody's stopping by, kind of thing, and we're cleaning or
Are we allowed to give a shout out?
Sure.
Because I know who this was. I'm 99% sure. Shout out to Annalie.
Yeah, it was Annalie. And Annalie's running around, and she has 1 black sock and 1 white sock, and they're not even the same style of sock. Like, one is a taller sock, and the other one's an ankle sock, kind of thing. And I said, do you realize your socks don't match? And she goes, I don't have time to match my socks. If I have time to match my socks, I have something else that's more important that I can get done. And I was like, well, that is a very interesting outlook on things. And I don't disagree with that. I don't think I could wear 2 kinds of socks that are completely different, though. That would drive me crazy.
I remember when you told me that story, and it was like a couple weeks later, I ran into Annalie and I asked her about it. And she said, I used to waste time matching up my socks. And then I thought about how much time I wasted matching up my socks.
Right.
That I could be learning this or learning that or doing this or doing that. And I just throw all my socks in a drawer and I just grab 2 socks in the morning and I go.
Right. Which makes sense.
And I tried it and I couldn't do it.
See, if all of my socks were the same, like, I don't care if they're different colors. But if I have one that's an ankle sock and one that's a what are they called when they're tall? Like boot sock. Right? So they come up closer to your knees.
Knee-high socks, yeah.
Yeah. I can't wear...
there's tube socks.
Tube socks. That's the word I was looking for. I can't wear a tube sock and an ankle sock. Like, I feel like I would start leaning like the Tower of Pisa, one direction or the other. Like, it feels weird. I just could not... I can't do it. They have to... Even when I have socks, like tube socks, if one side falls down and the other side doesn't, I have to fix it.
Okay, so now I have to ask the AV guy. Do you have your lie meter? Because she's lying right now.
I am not.
So, you just said that as long as your socks match. So we went out and we bought you all of the same kind of socks. But here's the thing. As you wear socks, They get stretched out a little
They
differently.
do, and they're not the same.
And you have to go through and match up all of your socks. I don't match mine up. All of the same socks are in the same drawer, and I just grab two and I go.
I don't match them up as precisely as what you think I do. I used to, but now
When has this changed?
In the last...
Since the virus happened? Because before that, you were
No,
pretty...
it was last fall when we were so busy.
Because it would bother... You'd
with
be
all
like,
of our shows.
You'd be like, I gotta go... You'd put your boots on, and then you'd be like, I gotta go change out of this sock. It doesn't match the other one. It's hitting my foot wrong. It's gonna drive me nuts all night.
It's true. And sometimes that still happens. But I have very sensitive feet. So... So the thing is, you can buy... And girls, if you are out there and you're listening and you agree with me on this, you need to message because Don doesn't believe me. And I feel like it's more with girl socks than guy socks. Because I have purposely bought guys' tube socks because that was the only way I could get all black. And I had all black socks for a while. And so the guys' socks didn't tend to do this. But you buy a package of like 6 pairs, right? So there's 12 socks in there. You wear all of them the same amount of time, days in a row, and you wash them, and some will come out just like they're brand new coming out of the package, and others it looks like Bigfoot wore them for a year before you got them back. Like they're so stretched out, and I can't wear one that's stretched out and then one that's not stretched out. I can't do it. I cannot do it. It will not happen. But I have been better, and this started last fall, a year and a half ago, before the virus. Because we were so busy and we were going from show to show. And so literally with the laundry, I will stack them up. But if I see that one sock is stretched out compared to the others, it goes in a separate pile. So I have like a stretched out pile and a non-stretched out pile. And now I'm better about just grabbing the top 2 on the pile. But once in a while, I have to go back and find a different sock because one is more stretched out than it looked. And it does not work. Just remember you love me. Yeah. But there's no way, I can say for certainty, there is no way I could wear 2 different kinds of socks and be, like, I can't even wear the same kind of sock with one's stretched out and one's not. So I clearly could not wear 2 different kinds of socks. That would drive me crazy. Cannot do it.
I've worn 2 different kinds of socks.
But I have had packages where, like, they were, 3 pairs, 6 pairs, and there's different colors. And then as long as one wasn't more stretched out than the other after you've worn it once, yes, I can mix and match the colors and wear. I don't care that they don't match in color. So, anyway, that was socks.
I've gotten down to where I was so short on socks that I've worn a tube sock and an ankle sock.
I can't do it. It doesn't drive you crazy?
I didn't really realize it. I tend to push the tube socks down. I don't wear them pulled up anyway.
Oh,
I tend to push them down.
But see, I tend to wear boots, so then I have to have them pulled up, otherwise the boots rub against
I couldn't wear an ankle sock with boots.
No.
I have to wear boot socks.
Yeah. Well, but you wear, like, my boots are shorter boots.
Right.
They're not tall cowboy boots. But if I'm wearing tall cowboy boots, yeah, I have to wear boot socks. Or I have a couple, like, knee-high boots. I have to wear boot socks. It's hard even with just the regular tube socks.
So here's a funny story.
Oh, good. I like funny stories.
So when LaShelle and I met and started dating...
Oh, maybe I don't like this story. Depends on where you're going.
Not only did I have more money invested in shoes...
Oh, true story.
I probably had twice as many shoes.
More than.
You think? More than?
Yes.
Than you did?
Yes. So here's the thing. I have a lot of shoes that I don't ever wear. And I don't really want. And I don't know why I keep them.
I don't know why you keep them either.
So, because I had them for a specific purpose. Like, I have a pair of shoes that are bright red, deep colored red, that were specifically for when I was in the pageant. And it was a Wizard of Oz theme. And I had to have red shoes. And I found these bright red tennis shoes and made an outfit around them.
But then why wouldn't you wear them again for some reason?
Because I don't even know what I would wear red shoes for. I have brown and black shoes.
If they're tennis shoes, you can wear them with anything. You can wear them with a red T-shirt. You can wear them with your Firefly shirt.
But I don't, because the reds don't match.
Oh, they're not that far off, and they're far enough away from each other. It's not going to matter. You could wear them with the R2-D2.
Well, maybe you need to start helping me wear a more variety of shoes. But literally, what do I have? I have brown boots. I have black boots.
Right.
I have
my
Keen-esque shoes. They're
right.
Anus, like but they're like Keens. that I wear in the summer that you don't have to wear socks with, which is the best type of shoe, and I would wear those year round if we didn't have snow. And then I have sandals, and my sandals cannot have a thing between the toes. That would drive me crazy, so I can't do that. But then the sandals, whenever I find sandals that are comfortable, I will buy them in every color that they sell them. So then I'll have like 4 or 5 pairs of sandals because I'll wear different colors: white, black, brown, blue.
So it sounds like she has a lot of shoes.
I don't.
And
but that's about it.
And to imagine I had more shoes than that.
Yeah, you did. And you still do.
No, because I had to get rid of all of them.
You had to get rid of a lot of them. But if we look by the front door...
I have a lot of shoes by the front door.
Because you wear them. You will switch out and wear different shoes all of the time.
Yes.
I don't. I have my brown boots, I have my black boots, and I have my tennis shoes.
I have 2 pairs of tennis shoes over there and 2 pairs of Keens over there.
And?
That's it. That's over there.
No.
What else is over there?
Dress shoes?
There's no dress shoes over there.
Mm-hmm. Your brown dress shoes are over there.
Oh, well, they're not supposed to be.
We've got a 3-tiered shoe shelf. You have 2 of those completely full, and each tier has 3 pairs on it. So there's 6 pairs of yours over there.
Yeah, my work shoes are over there.
And then I have the top tier, which has 3 pairs on it. And then I do have a pair of, are they Crocs? But they're not Crocs because they're lined with fluffy stuff that I wear in the winter, like to run out and get the mail. So then they stay by the front door during the winter, and it's getting to the point where now they just need to go in the closet.
Right. But
so
I really
they're
liked,
still over there.
I really liked fancy leather dress shoes. I mean, I only had a couple pairs of tennis shoes, and then I would have my basketball shoes, and I had a pair of work boots.
Yeah.
And then I had my Keens, and that was about what I wore the most of the time. Right. But then I had I had 4 or 5 different shades of brown, tan.
Yes.
And then 2 or 3 different black wingtip style
and
leather dress shoes.
If your shoes hadn't started bothering you because your feet spread out with your RA,
right,
you would still have all of those pairs of shoes, and you probably would have more.
It is so hard to find wide shoes,
extra wide, that
will fit me, that don't hurt my feet.
Yes, so I think
I have 4 pairs of dress shoes now that fit me.
Right.
And 1 pair of cowboy boots that fit me.
Yes. Which we need to get you another pair of cowboy boots.
We can't find them anywhere. We've tried.
I know. We will at some point. But yes, you wear on a consistent basis, and therefore that's why I'm saying own, because I have shoes that I got like in Ukraine that aren't comfortable and I never wear them. And I don't.
But you don't get rid of them.
No.
Right. My cowboy boots that I couldn't wear anymore,
you got
I
rid
sold.
of. Right. Or I don't feel like part of it is the shoes that I have aren't worth anything, so nobody would buy them.
Well, right. Mine were really
They would just go in the garbage, and I feel bad throwing them in the garbage.
These were snakeskin Tony
right.
Lamas.
Right.
And my other shoes were, handmade Italian leather. I mean, they were $300 shoes.
Right.
You don't just get rid of those.
No, I feel like mine I feel like they'd end up in the garbage, and then I feel like it's wasteful. So then that's why I don't get rid of them. Maybe we need to donate them to Goodwill. Maybe somebody at Goodwill could use them. But anyway,
I'd wear $300 leather shoes with $20 jeans.
Yes, you would.
Because I didn't really care for the fancy jeans. I tried them, didn't care for them.
Right. I don't care for them either. I'm all about the.
Do you remember that conversation that we had with Grace last week when we were talking about the jeans? And she made some comment about jeans, and I said, "Oh, you should look up the price of diesel jeans."
Oh,
she goes, "Diesel? Never heard of them." And then she looked at them and she goes, "Oh my God, those are expensive."
Oh, goodness. So, but yes.
One of those things where she forgets that her dad knows.
Right.
Remember when she found out that I had a whole collection of the old style heavy thick Champion sweatshirts?
Oh, yeah. She stole them all.
She kept trying to steal them out of my closet.
Yes. Yes, because at that time...
where did you get these, Dad? These are really in fashion.
One of her chores was to hang up the clean clothes. And so then she was in our closet, and then she'd find them, and then they'd go missing, and you'd have to go find them from her. I remember.
I said, these are originals, Grace. These are mine from high school, college.
Yes, she wanted all of them. I remember that.
I think she got a couple of them.
I think she did. So, in general, Don has more clothes, more shoes.
I don't know that I have more clothes.
No, I probably have more variety, more clothes, because I have the variety and the need for...
Because you have 2/3 of our walk-in closet.
Yes, but you have 2 other closets full.
I have one. Yeah, one.
Did you get that pared down?
I have one other closet.
Okay. I believe you.
and then you have the other closet, and it's bigger.
Yeah, but that has like fancy dresses, like my pageant dress.
I know,
that I don't ever wear.
Stuff from show choir, stuff that we should probably get rid of at this point, because you probably would never wear it again.
Right. So.
It's hard to get rid of stuff, even though we know we'll never wear it again. We won't fit in it.
But you have more fashion sense.
Yes.
100%.
Because I pay attention to it.
Yeah, I don't. If it fits, I wear it.
No, but you have gotten better about caring a little bit, because you'll look at stuff and then you'll order something and then you'll try it on and you'll be like, I just don't like the way it looks on me.
Right.
And then you ask me about it. And...
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I have been known to order a few things from Amazon and then return most of it because it doesn't really look the way I thought it would.
But it's good that you're trying new things.
I am.
So. All right. So there's a little bit more about Anna and LaShelle. Things you never thought you wanted to know and are probably sorry that you do now.
Right. Especially about the socks. All about the socks, evidently, today.
So thanks for joining us this week on Morrison Madness.
Yeah.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter,
Instagram.
all of the social media places.
Yep.
We really need to step up our game on Twitter. I was good on it for a couple of weeks, then I slacked off, and I
am not a Twitter person. It's all you.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. We should wrap this up. Hopefully we'll see you back next week.
Take care.